Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, and this is the new Scott Apex Core. It's new out, I came in my shop last week. Thumb release aid from Scott. Now, Scott hasn't produced a lot of thumb release aids, and I've got about a couple on the market. I'm going to say the Sigma. This is the latest, so let's have a look. Now, the packaging looks good, and you can open it up. I've criticised Scott in the past for packaging that you can't open and people want to touch and feel. And they've now got asked for demo. So now I have sold one of these. I sold one last week, and I'm going to say the customer broke it. So I haven't had it back yet to have a look at. Now it's not uncommon with release aids, so I'm going to say that also. Most of it is adjusting the sensitivity and travel. So I'll explain that. Now, I don't know how the customer broke it, but so thumb here, you can move the angle of this forward and back. So there and there. This is pretty standard. It's like a stand. So I think the customer broke this thing here somehow. I dropped it or something. I don't know. Look, I'll get it wrong if I say it. I probably said it. But I don't know if he broke it trying to tighten this up too much or he dropped it. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't read the email. One of my staff told me. To load it, so this is just a free floating thing. There. To load it, there. So this is a lot easier to load than the Scott Sigma. In fact, it's one of the better loading things. So you load it and then you close the jaw like so. That's it. And then to trigger it, just like that. Now, with thumb releases, it's a sear, so it kind of sits like that. So it's got an edge, and when you press it, it frees and goes like that. If you set it too fine, it's on an edge, and it just triggers. You've got, you should have travel adjustment. So you should have travel adjustment and how hard it sets off. Now in there, that would be, I'm guessing, this would be for the spring and this would be for the adjustment. Basically, if you adjust it too much, it's not going to work. And the way in the olden days, what we used to do, and it's pretty much the same today, we used to adjust it so that it didn't set and then would wind it up 1.5 turns. But these days I generally don't touch stuff much. But look, it feels quite good. Price point. Now, I don't know if I priced it right or wrong, and I'll probably put up some prices on the screen. This is priced cheaper than the other releases. Now, that could be based on the Australian dollar moving up or down, or where I've brought the products from, because sometimes I actually don't buy from Scott. I might buy from someone else because they're out of stock. That happened a lot in COVID times, where you had to buy wherever there was stock. But it's priced around the same price as all the other top of the range thumb releases, around the $300 mark. So that's going to be up there with your Carters, your Stans, your Scotts. It's a Scott. So it's just, your Treble. It's, top of the range releases. It looks like it's got all the same functionality as a normal release. Now, this finger here, you can adjust the travel. You can also change from a 3-finger to a 4-finger. It comes in the kit. And that's just moving backwards and forwards. In here you've got different sized thumb pegs. This is the thick thumb peg. It's got the thin one as well. So now that I say that, I'm guessing that's how it got broken, that the customer would have been trying out different stuff. Again, I'm going to say I don't know how the customer broke it. I haven't seen it. But I'm guessing he would have been going from the thick to the thin. And people over tighten stuff. I'm not sure that's what he did, but just don't over tighten stuff. Just don't crank on, like it's a little Allen key. Don't over crank stuff. So we're going to have a shot now. I haven't pulled back a bow for 2 months. I've got the only bow in the shop I can hopefully pull back 10 pounds. Now originally was going to shoot an ember at 10 pounds, because the Elite Ember goes down to 10 pounds, which was all good, except when you adjust the draw length out to 29 inches, at 29 inches, the bow's 27 pounds. So it's 27 pounds to 60 pounds at 29 inches. Now, a lot of the bows will do that. So the longer the draw length, the more poundage you've got. So the first thing is the loading. So you cock it and you close that. It's easy. Keep your thumb away and always sort of point at the target when you're drawing back. If you point up in the air like such, you'll be kicked off an archery club. So always point at the target. So if something goes wrong, the arrow goes at the target. So much power, the arrow bounces back. Look, the trigger feels nice. It's pretty quiet. Some are a lot noisier than this. It's quite comfortable in the hand. It feels very similar, which is probably surprising, to the shape of my Scott Ascent. Now you see with the Scott Ascent, it kind of goes down in size there and there. So it feels very similar to that to actually shoot. And you can see there it goes thinner to thinner. So it feels comfortable. It loads easy. So some thumb releases are hard to load. This system here is hard. This is soft. Feels comfortable. The trigger feels comfortable. Loads easy and quick. Look, I really like it. I really like this release aid. Feels comfortable in the hand. Now, some release aids are brass and they're heavy. The concept of that, when the release aid's heavy, that because you're holding back weight, it forces your hand back. Look, whether you believe it or not, and whether it has any impact, because let's face it, the release aid's going to weigh literally virtually nothing. So whether that creates more backwards force or not, that's up to you. Whether you think it makes a difference. To me, I don't rate it. Saying that, the Scott Ascent I've been shooting in stainless steel, but it just feels nice in my hand. This feels nice in my hand. It feels very comfortable to me, like the Scott Ascent, where different release aids feel different, if that makes sense. There's a lot of nice thumb release aids on the market, but this feels very comfortable to me. I'll just aim up on the foam and hopefully it'll stick in. That's one of the differences between shooting a bag target, where it absorbs a lot of the shock. So if you're shooting a light poundage bow, if you're shooting a light poundage bow and a bag target there, it bounces back. High poundage is great for a bag target. Low poundage bow foam's great because it's going to stick in. Not so great for high poundage because it sticks in so much, hard to pull your arrows out. But anyway, Scott Apex Core. Look, I like Scott products. I'm going to say I've never had a problem with a Scott product, but I started this video saying a customer who I've sold one of these to has got a problem. Saying that, in my lifetime of selling Scott products, I think I've had one release aid I've had a problem with, besides this one. And like I said, I haven't seen the one yet, but I don't think it will be a problem. I had one problem with one Scott release aid that I can recall, and I think there was rust. I think it was rust. So it'd been in the rain, and Scott replaced it. There was no questions about it. They just like, yep, no problem. So some release aids, and I'm going to go to Treble, have lock-in screws on the side to ensure these screws don't come loose. Look, I don't know if that's needed or not. I've shot release aids my whole life, and these screws never come loose. because there's no vibration on this release aid when you shoot. It's not like a bow which has got heaps of vibration. It just shoots and that's it. I'm happy with the way the thumb feels in my hand. I'm happy with the way it loads. I'm happy with the noise. Happy with everything. It feels comfortable to me. In fact, it feels very, very natural. So I'm going to say of all the release aids, I'm not going to say this is the best, because there are a lot of good thumb release aids on the market. This feels comfortable to me because it feels like my Scott Ascent. So it would be, and I think I should be shooting a thumb release aid, I'm going to say that, as opposed to a back tension, which I've been shooting for years and years. Back tensions get you to aim very well, but the thumb, you can kind of control the shot a bit better, I think. So I think I should be shooting a thumb release aid. And if I was looking to shoot a thumb release aid, I would definitely give this release aid a go, because it just feels really comfortable. I'm happy with the way it loads. I'm happy with the way it shoots. The price point's fine. Some of the other release aids I like, and I'm going to go to the Treble Blade, is a very, very nice release aid. Cutter Wise Choice is a nice release aid, but this just feels a little, I'm going to say, it feels more familiar to me because of the Scott Ascent. So I like that, and I'm just like, to me it's all pretty much the same. So anyway, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. That's the Scott Apex Core. Look, when you're trying release aids, and there's so many release aids on the market, so many thumb release aids, go in there and have a feel. Some shops will and won't let you try them. Some, there'll be people at your club who will have a whole bunch of different thumb release aids. Give them a go, because some may be more familiar to you. Saying that, I don't know if any of them makes any difference. I've shot every thumb release aid I can think of on the market. I've shot thumb release aids for 40 odd years. It's all much of a muchness. It's not like I'm going to shoot high scores with one. So for me, it's just like, this feels familiar to me, to the Scott Ascent. It feels nice and comfortable in my hand. It feels the right distance from my face. Everything feels comfortable. So anyway, Scott Apex Core. Check it out at your local archery shop. Thanks for watching. Bye.